Browns QB update puts room on notice. The Cleveland Browns have a burgeoning quarterback battle this offseason between Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. No clear favorite has emerged ahead of training camp. Cleveland will be one of the few truly open quarterback camp battles taking place this summer. However, the long-term vision of the organization may also be at play. After general manager Andrew Berry tipped his cap that the Browns considered a young quarterback in April's draft and were due for a strategic pivot, Cleveland's current quarterback room may not have much standing with the team beyond this season, with the prospect of taking a blue-chip quarterback next year. With Jacksonville's first-round pick in their back pocket, the Browns could be in position to get a future franchise quarterback in next year's draft. That raises the stakes for every quarterback currently on the Cleveland roster, Pro Football Talks Florio wrote on July 5th, because there's a chance none of them will be the starter in 2026. The Browns' trade back from the no-2 spot in April's draft came to the chagrin of many fans who hope to land a bona fide blue-chip star for the team. However, Cleveland's core is aging out, and the Browns have not had the draft capital to backload the roster with talent after giving up so much capital in the Deshaun Watson trade. That led to what Berry called a strategic pivot in not taking Travis Hunter and instead moving back 3 spots to take Mason Graham, while also landing running backs Quinshon Judkins, 36th overall, and Dylan Sampson at number 126. We knew we were due for a little bit of a strategic pivot, Berry said on CBS Sports First Pick podcast, per Sports Illustrated. Both running back and defensive tackle are positions that need to be addressed for the future with Nick Chubb gone and Myles Garrett turning 30 years old. Those positions seem to be addressed for the time being, which shortens the list of needs for next year's draft that could see the Browns prioritize the quarterback position. That can be in a variety of ways when you're sitting with the no-2 pick. Probably the most direct path is you take a young quarterback, hit on him, and it's the most important position in sports. One of the alternative paths is you take a non-quarterback in this position, potentially the best player in the draft with Travis, and someone that the league hasn't really seen before in terms of a two-way player. And then the third avenue, you're able to take a very good player, but significantly increase the amount of resources that you have to build a team over a multi-year time horizon. Browns Week 1, starting QB betting odds. There's still plenty that needs to play out this summer in determining the Browns' Week 1 starting quarterback. Bookies veteran oddsmaker Adam Thompson handicapped the Browns' quarterback situation and found it to be a compelling battle this summer, listing the following odds for each quarterback to be the Week 1 starter. It wasn't a roar, not a dramatic scene with reporters scrambling or fans chanting from the gates. It was a notification, quiet, vague, chilling. Quilby update. Browns depth chart shifts ahead of preseason opener. Just a sentence, really. But inside the quarterback room at the Browns training facility, it felt like a seismic jolt. Shedeur Sanders was tying his cleats when the news hit. He didn't flinch, didn't even look up. But across the room, you could feel it. Shoulders stiffening, glances traded, energy shifting, like a storm about to break. Room on notice. Someone whispered with a half smile, trying to make light of it, but no one laughed. Dorian Thompson-Robinson sat stone-faced, scrolling through his phone. Deshaun Watson stood by the whiteboard, arms crossed. And at the edge of the room, the new guy, the undrafted rookie from a small SEC school, suddenly looked 2 inches taller. Coach Stefanski didn't need to raise his voice. When he walked in, the room hushed, like someone had turned down the volume on the world. Competition is real, he said. We're not handing out jobs. We're earning them. The message was clear. The quarterback room wasn't a sanctuary anymore. It was a battlefield. At first, the update seemed routine, a change in reputation, a different helmet on day 4 of camp. But inside the building, it was more than just football. It was hierarchy trembling. Deshaun had the contract and the headlines. Shedeur had the attention and the social media buzz. But this new structure, it spoke to something deeper. Someone was rising, someone was slipping. Everyone was being watched. Even in the weight room, the tension showed. Shedeur loaded more plates than usual, like lifting more might push him up the chart. Dorian cracked fewer jokes. And the coaches? They were suddenly everywhere, watching footwork, cadence, even eye contact during film sessions. This wasn't evaluation, this was war by clipboard. The whispers started, as rumors always do, over protein shakes and practice tape. Shader's getting more first-team throws. Dorian's getting frozen out. Coach loves the rookie's grit. Deshaun might not be as secure as they thought. The locker room became a chessboard. Each move mattered. A glance from the OC, a missed read in a 7-on-7, an extra snap taken after practice while the cameras were off. Every player had a theory. Every coach had a plan. But only one thing was certain. No one was safe. Shedeur stayed focused, quiet but present. He studied. He stayed late. He asked questions the way leaders do, not to impress, but to learn. Still, he knew perception can't be coached. He had swagger. That was the good part. But swagger can feel like arrogance in a losing team. If you smile too much, you're a distraction. If you stay silent, you're aloof. No matter what he did, someone somewhere was calculating how to twist it into something he wasn't. Then came the depth chart reveal, posted in the hallway. No speeches, just names on a wall. QB1, Deshaun Watson, Bertrand Stafford. QB2, Shedeur Sanders. QB3, Dorian Thompson Robinson. QB4, Jason Carr, rookie Ryan, rotational. No arrows, no asterisks, just raw placement. It said everything without explanation. Shedeur had climbed, Dorian had slipped. And Deshaun? Still at the top, but no longer alone. Dorian stared at it for too long. Jason Carr walked past it like it didn't matter. But Shedeur? He looked once, then went straight to the field. Because in football, words don't fix anything, work does. That afternoon, Shedeur lit it up. One-handed flick to the corner of the end zone, precision out route under pressure. Audible at the line that burned the second-string defense. Coaches didn't cheer, but they noticed. Players didn't comment, but they felt it. It was like watching a curtain peel back and reveal what had been building under the surface. Not flash, not hype, control. Leadership, finally emerging, not from bloodlines or branding, but from command. And that's what a QB needs. Command over chaos. Deshaun walked by him during water break and patted him on the helmet. Keep showing it. Not a challenge. Not sarcasm. Respect. Because even the seasoned vet knew competition doesn't mean war. It means everyone has to rise or fall.